we are breaking up with some anime from our past, and instead we're going to be replacing them with our new flings, the ones that we're into now. And we have wrote little letters to let these anime know of our intentions. And I think they're going to be pissed.
Yeah, they're going to be so mad.
They're going to be mad.
Yeah, we all wrote, I guess, Dear John letters is what people call them, you know.
Yep.
Breakup letters.
Who's John?
Yeah.
Wait,
I don't know. That's just what they called them.
Yeah, come on.
It's just what they call them, Jay.
Cole, come on with a better name.
Yeah.
Dear
Deku.
This show. Dear Deku.
Dear
waifu.
Dear Juan. Dear Jay.
Dear Cole.
Dear Mike.
Okay.
Dear.
I think we're ready to go. I think we've basically established what we're going to do. You guys are all, I think we should start by basically, well, one of us will read our letter. And then I think probably the best thing to do then would be the next person to read their letter. And we can all have good times and discuss.
Yes.
What do you say? Do you guys want to have some good times and discuss?
I do want to have good times and discuss.
I want to have good times, but not discuss. Oh,
nice. Cole, lead us off.
Okay, I will lead it off. This first letter I wrote as kind of like, you know, a bit of a somber breakup letter, you know? You know, I'm sorry it had to turn out this way.
Yeah.
Okay. Dear Dragon Ball Z. It's not you, it's me. Right off the bat with the cliche.
Classic.
Yeah. I've realized that as I grow older, my palate requires a more sophisticated taste. While 20 minutes of a strong man with wacky hair screaming may have held my attention when I was a 12-year-old, it no longer pleases me as a 30-year-old.
It's fair.
We'll always have good times, though. The time where Goku was facing seemingly insurmountable odds, but at the last minute found a new power-up. Or that other time where Goku was facing seemingly insurmountable odds, but at the last minute found a new power-up. And that time Goku was facing seemingly insurmountable odds, but at the last minute found a new power-up will always hold a special place in my heart.
I like that one.
Thank you.
that one was pretty good.
Yeah, it's the best one.
But I have to be true to myself. I'm sorry, but I don't think I like shonen battle anime. I think I might be a shoujo romance fan. I found someone new. Their name is Fruits Basket, and they give me what you can't. An engaging and diverse plot, fun characters who all have differing personalities and desires, and an OST that's just...
choice.
I hope that you won't forget the fun times that we had together. I know that I will still think from time to time of those poignant lyrics, Dragon Ball, and remember the next line, Z. Goodbye, Cole.
Just cold ending there.
Yep. Farewell. I almost wrote good riddance, but I didn't.
Snaps.
Anyway.
Snaps for Cole.
I tried to pick like two polar opposites in that one.
Yeah.
So Dragon Ball Z, and now I realize I like shoujo, guys.
Yeah.
I like shoujo, and I don't care who knows.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of good shoujo shows, so like I don't blame you.
Yeah, there is a lot of good shoujo shows, and there's a lot of good, better shonen shows as well.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z is kind of, hate to say it, it's kind of mid. But it was fun when I was a kid.
Here's the thing.
When I was a kid.
With Dragon Ball Z, it's kind of like how people say, "Oh, the Beatles, they suck." At the time, if you had never heard no one had ever heard the Beatles. So at the time, the Beatles were like groundbreaking, right? At the time, Dragon Ball Z was groundbreaking, but now it's just everything's been based on it. It's been, you know what I mean? It's like it's old news.
Dragon Ball Z has aged so poorly.
Yeah. It is fun though. Like it is still a fun watch, but that is purely from a that's purely nostalgia.
Yeah.
Talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
How would you grade my letter though? Please praise me.
10 out of 10.
Thank you.
12 out of 10.
Wow.
Wow.
Amazing.
Wow.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I thought I really worked hard on that one. I wrote it in probably 15 minutes. Yeah, and okay, so we said Dragon Ball Z is an mid show, but you know what's not mid?
What's that?
Fruits Basket.
Peak.
Fruits Basket is peak. It's so good.
Yeah.
Like I said in my letter there, like all of the characters are like unique. You know,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
two characters are alike in that show. Whereas in Dragon Ball Z, everybody's pretty much the same. Like, oh yeah, okay.
I want to be
down
strong.
to like their face. Their faces are the same.
Yeah. Have you ever seen it? I saw a TikTok not too long ago where someone took all the Dragon Ball Z characters,
cut
off the top of their heads, and just switched the hairs, and it was like, oh, that's it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, there's Goku. There's Vegeta. There's Gohan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Fruits Basket is.
I believe it's one of my highest rated anime of all time, actually.
Yeah, I've gone down saying I didn't like Fruits Basket when I first watched it, but like I said in a previous episode, when we went to see the movie, like it definitely got me to understand why it was so beloved.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and like honestly, like I know what Fruits Basket does. Like it swells the music up at the right time and all of that. But you know what? It does it so gosh darn well.
Yeah.
I don't even mind that it's just like pulling my heartstrings.
Well, but another thing too, Cole, is you're at the point in your life now where that affects you more than just trying to be the strongest, right?
Yeah.
That resonates with you more than that Dragon Ball Z will.
Yeah, because I don't need to try to be the strongest.
Yeah,
you are the strongest.
Yeah, I am the strongest.
As we said before recording, you're the host with the most.
Yeah, that's right. I am the host with the most.
Yeah.
Speaking of hosts with hosting, Jay.
Yes.
Do you care to read your breakup letter?
Yes.
Let's break some hearts.
What tone are you going for in this letter?
So when I was writing both of my breakup letters, they were kind of more like dramatic and heartfelt because that's just kind of the idea I had going in my mind.
That's who you are. Yep.
That's just who I am. So that's just kind of the thought. But the idea transitioning from one to the other kind of had like a central theme. And that's kind of the idea that I had for both of them. So, we'll see if I can sell that as much as I intended it.
Well, let's find out.
Let's go. Let's go. At it. All right. My dearest, my beloved Pokemon.
Yes! I knew one of us was going to do Pokemon.
I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. This has been true from my childhood, which led me to you, and remains as such to this day. From Kanto to Johto, Hoenn, and Sinnoh, you always had a prominent impact on me, even giving me my first waifu in Dawn at the ripe age of 10 years old.
Dawn? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Kate.
Not Misty?
Misty?
Nope.
Misty. OG.
Yeah.
I would spend my time watching you with a sparkle in my eye, picturing myself in the world, interacting with my favorite Pokemon, and journeying to become a Pokemon master myself. Such childhood dreams are always beautiful to look back on. But, as I've matured, so has my taste. The whimsical dream of journeying to your adventurous lands evades me, and I need a show with more substance to satiate my hunger. Something more...
Oh, no.
Thought-provoking.
Oh, no.
Oh, here we go.
In comes 86, a series that I consider in a league of its own, tackling topics I had grown up learning about. Racism, compassion, war and peace... It all hits so close to home, something your protagonist can never seem to stay at for too long. And in the waifu department, Lena is every Pokegirl beat by a country mile. She carries more weight and depth than Misty, May, or Dawn ever could. And for these reasons, and many more, you have been 86th from my favorites list. Like your song might, or to emulate your song, it's not me, no, it is you, Pokemon. No hard feelings now.
I will not stand for the Misty slander.
Yeah, I will not stand for this.
The rest I'm on board with, though. I almost put Pokemon as one of mine, actually.
Yeah.
It might come up later.
Yeah, I really, I really enjoyed Pokemon as a kid. But like it's the same thing over and over and over again. Ash and Co are going through region and find person with problem. Mm-hmm. They help person solve problem until Team Rocket appears.
Mm-hmm.
Ash and Co help stop Team Rocket. End episode.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's just like kind of like that weekly generic, like there's no real overarching plot kind of worked better back in the day than it does now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, like, if you want something that emulates the games, then I can understand why you would still like it.
Yeah, if you just
But
want to see Pokemon
honestly,
animated, right?
Yeah, but honestly, like, the games do it for me, so
Yeah.
I don't really care.
Yeah.
And there never really feels like there's any progression. Ash is always 10, so everything he learns in previous seasons just goes away later on.
Yeah. So what about 86? I think that's a pretty good new relationship you found there.
Yeah, 86.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
Thank you. 86, and my love for 86 didn't start at the anime, but at the light novel, and like just going to the anime, it tackled things that, like I said in my letter, things that I really learned as a kid. This isn't really much of a secret, but I grew up in a Jewish background, and because of that, I learned about history of that kind of thing, like racism and like World War II, and that's kind of the thing that 86 is based on.
Mm-hmm.
So getting to see that and getting to like see that same kind of
The same themes.
theme, like it really resonated with me. So
Yeah.
and like all the characters, they feel like their own, and they have their own struggles in this situation.
Yeah.
And like they're all trying to find their own place within it. I think that's really great.
Yeah, as well
and then
said, I think.
Yeah, and then Sawano does the music, so like, I mean,
Sawano does the music, and then you got your girl Elena or Melania.
Lena's amazing.
What's her full name? It's not just Lena.
Vladilena Malize.
There you go. I knew there was an M in there somewhere.
Yeah. And just like her story of being a part of like the people that persecute the 86, and her learning to kind of learning more about them and wanting and like learning about what her people are doing on a more realist, like on a more detailed level, I think was really good. So it just means a lot for me. And I mentioned this earlier, like sci-fi is not really something that I really enjoy, but 86 is definitely an outlier.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
did mention that earlier.
Yeah.
And then you picked a sci-fi
You take
for your
that
new.
back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do like sci-fi.
86 is an outlier, I'd say.
Lena's good. I like that she's going through her emo phase. It's fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. She gets over it, but like she does have a good emo phase.
I would say it's a good 8.6 out of 10.
You know what? I think that's a fair rating.
It actually
That
is.
is
It's
good.
correct.
It's a very fair rating.
It's the correct rating. Yep.
Yeah. Mike, I think you have a letter as well.
Oh, I do.
Important though, Michael. Explain your tone of this letter.
All right.
What were you going for here?
I was going for something whimsical, but still heartbreaking.
Oh, heartbreaking. Well, I'm
Kind
ready
of
for
like
my heart to be broken.
Yeah. You'll see what it's all about. Are you ready?
Yeah, I am ready.
Okay, hold on. I'll pull it up here. Dear childhood Mikey, I envy you. Right now, you are watching TV with the volume way down, hoping your parents don't realize that you didn't actually go to sleep and instead have stayed up watching cartoons past your bedtime. You've just finished this week's episode of Dragon Ball Z, and now there's this weird new show starting. It looks really neat, and it's not like anything you've seen before. In fact, the song over the ending credits seems to be in Japanese. Not only that, but the show seems to be steeped in Japanese culture and actually takes place in feudal Japan as well as modern-day Tokyo. How strange and exciting Inuyasha feels to a 10-year-old boy from rural Canada. What you are watching, young Mikey, is called anime, and there's a good chance that if you had not found this show, you would not be who you are today. You can thank its strong female main character and shoujo vibes that permeate it throughout. Not to mention a lack of localization exposing to your developing brain to the powerful thing that is Japanese culture. However,
it's a lot of big words.
I have some bad news for you.
Oh no.
Due to its Monster of the Week format, this show works amazingly well when you can catch random episodes that happen to be airing. But when you try to watch it in the new binging style of media consumption, it does not have the same charm. The incredibly slow pacing, as well as the fillery feel of the Monster of the Week format, just doesn't hold up in 2022. And I regret to inform you that we will be breaking up. But I assure you, it's not you. It's me. I just needed more depth in storytelling, faster pacing, and just more meaty topics to sink my teeth into. And that's just not what you are. It's not what you were made for. However, that is exactly what Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is.
Yeah, buddy.
It combines masterful storytelling, well-developed characters, complex ideas that suit the person I've become, and just is awesome all around. It also managed to do this over the course of 103 fewer episodes in which nothing feels like filler. Remember, you will always hold a place in my heart, but this is for the best. Love, Big Mikey.
Big boy Mikey.
Snaps all around.
Thank you. A little peek behind the curtain here. I told Jay, because he's known to be very like long-winded with these things, and I was like, make sure you don't make it super long, because I was expecting him to come back with like a 30-minute, like we're sitting here just listening to it read. Yeah, he's like flipping pages, and then I wrote way more than him.
Yeah, you wrote the
like
longest letters.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm a total jerk.
Yeah. Here I am. I literally wrote them on my phone. No, good letter. Good letter. Yeah.
Good letter.
I don't think either of you have watched Inuyasha, but yeah, like
I did.
Did you?
I dropped it. Yeah, I dropped it.
Yeah. It's
because yeah. So when I watched it, I was like, oh, so many people love it. I have to see why it's so good. And then like I watched it, and it was like a Monster of the Week format. Like you covered it basically like spot on.
It just does.
It's good when random episodes come on, but like as a binge format, it just doesn't work.
Yeah, and like you can pretty much tell the entire story of the show in probably 24 episodes.
Yeah. You could probably skip.
Does the manga do the same thing?
It's super long, so it must. I haven't read it.
It does.
That's disappointing.
That's just how most of Rumiko Takahashi's stuff is.
Yeah.
So no big long arcs. It's more just here's the problem this week kind of thing.
Yep. Yeah. Basically.
Well,
Yeah.
There is a big long arc, but they like honestly will not address it for like 15 episodes at a time, and then like a small thing will happen, and then there'll be 15 more episodes.
Have either of you seen Maison Ikoku, which is also by her?
No.
Okay, that one is her best work ever.
I've looked at that book many times, but I've never picked it up.
Yeah. It's a seinen manga, so like it actually has like more mature themes and ideas, and it feels a lot more concise.
Okay, that's good to know.
So yeah.
And what do you guys think about my new boo, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood?
Oh, I mean,
there's
a reason why it's the #1 anime. Always.
I almost didn't put it as my my new boo, but like I was kind of like, honestly, like it's one of the first things I watched as a new like coming back into weebdom, and it was it blew my mind. It was like, this is what I've been missing out on.
Oh, I think it was the first one of the first things that I watched, because we've talked about this. I kind of joined the whole anime craze later than you two did. I watched some stuff as a kid, but like I didn't really get into anime until I was a bit older. And this was one of the first things that I watched, and remember just like binging all, how many episodes is it? Like 50?
64, I think.
Yeah.
64?
Yeah,
Something
that sounds right.
I binged it all in like a week.